Recently, I worked with a team in a surgical area, and they just couldn't get their turnaround times under 30 minutes, which is kind of a metric to be able to get cases in a timely manner. And they had tried everything, and they just couldn't do it. And I suggested take people who tested lower in accountability and put them together on one team, and people who tested higher in accountability, put them on one team. Just see if there's any difference in the data. And the first time we tested it, there wasn't difference in the data, and I thought, well, maybe I'm wrong. But what we didn't account for is the teams lower in accountability were very slow. The teams high in accountability would do their rooms and then run in to help the low accountability people do their rooms. So a turnaround may have gotten done, but it took 5 people instead of 2. So we literally had to put people kind of at the door to say, yeah, exactly. And and this was a wonderful, really brilliant team. They did this on their own. They kind of looked at this. When they separated out accountability levels, the high accountables were able to break the curve. They were able to turn rooms on average in 20, 25 minutes. The lower accountable teams weren't able to do that. And what this taught me is if you get accountability controlled for, you can break the curve and see what's really possible. And so many of our standards are set really low because we think collectively what's possible as human beings is one thing, but when you account for the variance in accountability, people operating at high self, these evolved folks, not the ones who work harder or are smarter, none of that, accountability, it's the Holy Grail. I think it's the Holy Grail. Perhaps the variance that they are seeing in their outcomes is driven from variance in accountability levels of their talent, and that it's not the process.